Welcome back to the Fanspeak Network. Happy Friday to all. Friday means friends of best ball, and my friend of best ball this week is Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound. We are going to be doing a BBM6 in just 1 minute. That's right. I am joined by the man, Pat from Fantasy Dog Pound, and of course, Best Ball Overlay, which we, of course, love using here on the Fanspeak Network. Code Fanspeak, of course, for 25% off. But Pat, how are you doing today? And I am so excited to draft a BBM6 together. I think we did one or two last summer, and I'm looking forward to getting back in the streets and drafting one little team here together tonight using Best Ball Overlay, of course. But how are you doing? How's the summer treating you?
Good. Obviously, a little less volume with the two kiddos, but that just means you have to make every single draft count. And
yes,
excited to dive into it for sure. We're getting a lot of contests
are you doing with using Best Ball Overlay? Of course, are you doing more slows? And with the busy schedule with the kiddos. Or
the poodle, the $7 contest, I had 3 done, and right before it closed, I max entered it. It was like 17. Those just finished up, and I ended up with like 63% Taj Brooks after that news broke.
Hey,
Zach Moss.
Yeah.
So there is an advantage to slows, and where people are catching up with these small edges, you have to find ways to just find new edges. People are faster on news, faster on injuries.
Yes.
ADP's changing, so you have to find new edges. So that's one of them. Slows are definitely part of it. I'm like a 10 to 12 slows at a time.
Okay.
After that, it's like too much.
But yeah, my brother's a sicko. He's like a couple hundred slows at a time or something. Oh, yeah. It's insane. But he does have me in the slow streets more the last 2 years. And I will say each year I get older, I think the slows are better for me too. So I'm enjoying it, but of course do plenty on stream here. And I get in the fast streets every now and then, but yeah, I am doing more slows every year. Let me say hi to the chat, and then we'll talk a little Best Ball Overlay, and then we will of course jump into a BBM6 if you want to join us. We've got, I believe this is our loyal Mike Robb with his Fanspeak burner accounts. Inch by inch, we're getting to the 24-hour live stream burner a day. Where was Rudy when Amelia Earhart disappeared? Prayers up for the scatterbags. That is absolutely true. Can't deny that at all. Mike Robb, of course, is our one of our most loyal subscribers. Get to that in a minute, but let's go, people. Be sure to like, subscribe, and go get that full year of Best Ball Overlay, of our Best Ball Substack for $34.99. You can also get Best Ball Overlay using code Fanspeak for 25% off. That is absolutely key. It was key to mine. Before I get to the rest of the chat, I finished 5th in the Bulldog. I talk about it way too much because it was such a fun sweat. Honestly, it was Best Ball Overlay that helped me manage my combos. I was big on the double anchor RBs. And so I was literally looking through the back end of Best Ball Overlay, and literally of all the top running backs in the basically the first 6 rounds, I was making sure that I had X amount of those combos. And obviously my Christian McCaffrey, Isaiah Pacheco combos, not great last year, but my Derrick Henry, Saquon, Josh Jacobs, really good. And that's what I did, a hyper fragile with those 3 in the first. So I had Lamb, Barkley, Henry, Jacobs, and again, use Best Ball Overlay to make sure I was getting those combos. So I do really shout out Best Ball Overlay for helping me, because I don't know that you can manually really do that.
It's funny, right? Like you're gonna get these reviews on these overlays and tools that help, right?
Yeah.
But when you have things that are like suggesting you picks and you're making the picks and it's not really your pick, you're going to have a lot of people that are mad at the end of the season. You're going to have more people that are mad than happy.
You're right.
So our tool really just helps you understand your own portfolio and then digests it. It makes you make more informed decisions based on how you draft, the players you've drafted. That's something that's not going to be told with some of these other tools. It's where we really, our bread and butter is.
Oh, absolutely.
Drafting's fun. At the end of the day, you're spending thousands, hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of dollars. You want the decision to be yours.
Yes.
You want to be able to swallow it, that it was like, you made that choice.
Yes.
And
Yes. And when
I
it's
think
all
we're
said and done
getting
by Labor Day, you want to know that like I covered the bases. These were my player takes. These were my,
yeah,
stands. And I put it all together, in the way that I wanted to,
right.
for better or worse by the end. Like you said, it's my decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't want to look back at the last summer and say I had this big stand on double anchor RBs, but I didn't have enough
Yeah.
combos of Jacobs
Yeah.
and Henry, stuff like
Yep.
that in best ball overlay. So I think that's a perfect way to say it. Like, best ball overlay lets you use your decisions to manage your portfolio.
Yeah. Look, if you're really high on whatever, like if you're really high on someone in the second round, say Achan, you have 25%, and you're really high on Diggs and you're at 30%. But that combo, you might only have 8% somehow. And you'd be like, how? Like I was really high on both of these players. You will know that. And you'll know that before it's too
Wait, did
late.
I freeze or did
It's
Pat
not too
freeze?
late right now. So it's sign up. Code
Okay,
Fanspeak.
now I can.
August is the perfect time.
Yes, yes, absolutely. I thought I froze for a moment, but yes, no, absolutely. And I'm glad I'm talking about with the man. You and Josh have done such an amazing job with Best Ball Overlay. So yeah, no, absolutely love it and can't wait to talk about it more as we're going through this. But yes, shout out to Mike Robb. Hit that like button as you're coming in to watch Pat and I draft a BBM. Hit the subscribe button. We are on the road to 1K. And if you would like to check out the Fanspeak Substack, it's a free week trial and then just $34.99 for the entire year ranking. I'll be posting an article from Steve here right after the show, but 3 articles a week, rankings for all the different formats. We've got you covered. Let me finish getting to the chat and then we will get in a draft, talk more best ball overlay. Of course, appointment streaming here, 2 of the best. We appreciate Chad Candles. Absolutely love Chad Candles, the morning streamer, my brother, of course. Fantasy Football Garage, one of the night streamers, almost every single night. So good to see Candyman in here. Mike Robb asking if we're getting a show from Steve tonight or tomorrow. Steve, I definitely think is doing at least 1 or 2 this weekend. So he'll have to let you know. Yeah. He'll be in the weekend streets for sure. Yeah. Tim has been using our rankings, extremely helpful. I've built some pretty cool teams. We appreciate hearing that. If Scotabo dominates, the Fanspeak community is going to win big. Hope so. And hope he's okay. Whatever he went back to with the trainers with scared the hell out of me. So need to get an update on that. I think I Googled or search Scatabo's name, and Chad Candles went to Arizona State. So he's in the streets with me on the Scatabo bags. And I might have searched it about 25 times. So can't wait for Pound to see Meg Scatabo exposure on the best ball overlay. Would you like to take a guess, Pat? Pre-draft.
I would
before we get
say
in.
Oh, pre-draft?
No. I'm sorry. I meant like before we get into the draft and see it. No, like post-draft.
Probably,
so yeah.
I would say you're near 30%.
That's a good guess. It's a slightly higher than that. So
are we? I have a question.
Yes.
Are we overblowing some of the plays we're seeing in training camp?
Steve had me on Scatabo from the big board start, basically. Like
yes, you've liked him way before
it was way before the clips, and then
right.
The clips just obviously for Chad Candles, who went to Arizona State and loves Scatabo as well, and all the other folks that I know are big Scatabo believers. No, it has honestly been like since Steve was sending me highlights when Big Board started, and he was like, I'm going to be so overweight on Scatabo. This was before we even knew the landing spot, like contact balance, just he should get like goal line work. He has multiple outs. He's a good pass catcher. So all those, fun thing. Obviously he's super fun to watch, and then when the Giants landing spot, I was never that enamored with Tracy. Had some fumbling issues. Didn't really get it done at the goal line. I think Scatabo could be the goal line back. I mean, I know Tracy was great, but to me, he gives me like, and you're a Patriots fan, like, and I'm a Washington fan, like a little bit of Antonio Gibson vibes, like former converted wide receiver. He's going to be fine, but like, is he really ever going to be that guy that you need to be like a true bell cow? No, he's probably going to work in a committee, and I don't know. I just wouldn't be surprised if Scatabo is 1A. I don't know. Where are you on your Scatabo exposure?
Yeah, I'm like around field. I'm probably just slightly under. It's more so just like the Giants don't excite me all too much.
That's fair. That is totally fair.
In that range, I'm trying to hit like tight end. So I'm reaching up on Mark Andrews a lot there. So that's probably a reason I'm not getting to a ton of cam scat. Because when I hit like pick 95, I'm like, where's Mark Andrews? Like, why is he at 108? Like now he's down at 104. I have him ranked at 90. And I'm nearing, I think, 30% Mark Andrews. So that's why I'm getting to less cam scat. But cam scat is up 4.5 picks in the last 7 days.
Right. The clips have been fun. We'll see whatever injury he's dealing with. I thought I saw Giants beat reporters say it was something along the lines of, I thought hamstring, but we will have to get the update. Obviously, Cooler's in here joking around. Careful, Pat. No, we love Pat, and no fight about Cam Scatabo. You're treading on dangerous ground here. We got Jeff T in here. I'm just here, so I won't get fined. Good to see you, Mr. Grapefruit. Doc Pound rules the night. Absolutely. So yes, let's see. So, and then Mike Rob, if it helps Fancy Dog Pound, put Scatabo love into context. Meg's ideal man was Peyton Hillis type about 8 years.
Jeez.
So any other things that you I know Best Ball Overlay just did a big update. I mean, obviously there's been updates all throughout Big Board and this drafting season. Do you want to tell the people what updates have come recently and what else you have going on the channel?
Yeah. So now the new combo tool, it will track the draft board, right? So you draft, let's say Jefferson.
Yeah, as players are slow as you're talking about that.
Yeah. As players are drafted, they're going to come off the combo tool. So you can only see your combinations with players that are left to draft. So it makes it very easy to see what your combo percents are with the available players that are left at that point in the draft. So you can see Joe Burrow's at the top, and we have Jaden Daniels here that's plugged in. You can also second player if you've drafted 2 players. So in the first round, you draft Chan. You can add both of those players and see what your combo is with the players that go in the third round. So maybe you are high on 2 players and you don't care what your combo percent is. You love those 2 players. They should be going early. Great. How can we get different in the next round if there's a more flat tier for you? So there's a lot of sharp ways that you can use the tool. You can also see your average ADP that you've drafted that player under average, which is really neat. You can see your exposures, but really the combination percent it's insane. It's insane because you could use this to check the bringbacks on the other team. You can use this to check what your quarterback ownership is with that quarterback, with that stack. Because I'm using this tool endlessly when I'm drafting, and you can use this in multiple rooms. It's really a huge advantage. And they're 20 seconds now. The clocks are 20 seconds. It's just it really is insane. For $30, it's a super premium product. We have next to no cancellations, and there's a reason for that.
Well, that's definitely understandable. Yeah. So you can sort by like Pat said, position, with Jaden Daniels and then scrolling through the different players. I believe I have selected 6 players in this particular Bulldog slow. So then, you can scroll through the players like Pat said, and then if I could figure out, as people joke in chat, I am not the most tech savvy person, even though I love the streaming streets here. And no, I love using this. Obviously I do use this so much more in more detail in the slow streets, because you have time to really sit and think with it and queue up what you want and everything. But like you said, even in the 20-second clocks, you can search through here. So I especially love the combination. Looking through the combinations is the absolute best. And it just keeps getting better and better. It feels like you guys are constantly making updates to make it better and better.
That's the goal. That is the goal. Even Brian Thomas right there. I saw that. Yeah. When you scroll down, you had 42% Josh Downs. That's a bring back in that game. So you're already seeing okay, I have a good amount of that combo. How much Warren do I have as a bring back with Brian Thomas? This is the sort of different things that go through my head as I'm drafting to try to figure out.
14% Warren.
Any of that, which that's good. You still have you still have one of the 7 teams.
Right.
But you have so many drafts, right? And when it gets to August, you have hundreds of drafts. What are now ways that you can make these small coin flip decisions on tiers that are flat, whether it's correlation or if the correlation's not there? If you have a couple players that go in the same range, Olave, Judy, Myers, if you don't have a strong take, one of those players, do you have 60% with your Brian Thomas? Is there a way that we can make a non-biased decision that doesn't require flipping a coin?
Right. And I love this so much because Steve and I do really lean heavily on our player takes. So I want to make sure that my player combos, the guys that I'm the most bullish on, especially in these higher dollar, I talk about, and Mike Rob asked me to define that, but that Pitbull $20 through the Dalmatian 101 and have these great advance rates. you're spending money for it. They've got great advance rates. That's how I had success in the Bulldog last year. And I just want to make sure that my player takes are there, that it's showing up in those contests and those combos are there. I don't want to, I have this massive stand on Travis Hunter and Cam Scatterbo and Drake May. And I just want to make sure I'm getting somewhere. Yeah, they're all together, in some of these contests. That I love.
Or make sure it's not too heavily tied to one player in the first or second round. That's
right. Big. That's a
shoot
big
down
one.
your Cam Scat shares. So
yeah. And I said that to Steve yesterday. We did a Husky draft together, and I've noticed I've taken a lot of Devontae Adams in the third round. I just love that click, but I want to be a little more careful about that. I don't want every, watch the combos of the, first 2 to 3 rounds, make sure I'm not getting the same kind, because sometimes it is those comfy clicks, especially in these contests, that it's just like, no, these are my guys. But yeah, you want to have those combos, but you don't want to have, like you said, every T Higgins team to have Marvin Harrison or something like that. You still do want to mix it up. So, I will, get in let me catch up with chat first, and then we will get in a BBM6, and then you will see it live in action, of course, too. But I did want to, as Pat was talking about it, show it as in the slow streets, because I am definitely using it in the slow streets as well.
Oh, God,
Oh yeah. We got Gamblestein in here. Good to see you. Jeff says I haven't landed my dream Chase Bijan combo. So yeah, it's all about landing those combos you want, for sure. So if anybody wants to join us in the BBM6, Pat and I are going to be drafting together here. And I will do a 10-second countdown. If you'd like to join us, I will enter in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, enter. And we are waiting for 11 people. So hopefully we can fill this thing fast. We're already down to 8. So, but yeah, any other best ball overlay updates or updates on your channel, The Pound, that you've got, content wise coming up in the next week or two?
Yeah, we'll be back live tomorrow night at probably 9 p.m. Eastern.
Nice.
We'll be doing a long one. I need to catch up on BBMs. I love the Husky. The Husky's a better chow, I thought. That tournament's freaking awesome. I still gotta sneak in like 6 more of those, but maybe if this feels too slow, split a Husky instead. I'll send you 20.
No, we can do a Husky. I love it. I do all my friends of best ball. I do BBM, but quite honestly, that's like, I'm literally probably going to do like probably 8 to 10 with BBMs with Steve on Sibling Showdown. I'm going to do maybe 5 on my own, and the rest are just going to be friends of best ball, because I do just want my dollars to go to these other kind of better contests, better advance rate contests, right? I think I learned 2 years ago. We're down to 2. So did you want to roll with BBM?
Up to you. We're waiting on 2. In
case people got in with us, let's hold, and we'll just stay. If you ever want to come back with us, no, the Husky will be filled by probably tomorrow. What, Sunday? Maybe it's Sunday. But yeah, no,
it could be filled. It could be filled by tomorrow. I would
honestly,
say,
I feel like, Underdog has been releasing these contests, these great advance rate contests, and they had the Chow I know last year during preseason. So I feel like there's going to be a few here in August. I'm sure. So I'm sure we're going to get some good ones like this. So, and we get the 101 here. So we are at the 101. Let me see friends and family in with us. So we are at the 101, and then all the way down at the 12 spot, we got our guy Paul, Legion 13. Do you notice any other names?
Not that I recognize. J-pop. The 12 spot. I recognize the 12 spot.
Legion. Legion 13. Yeah, that love drafting with Paul. So hopefully our team and Paul's team moves on, because I don't know anybody else in this room. So hopefully we are the 2 moving on here. So I haven't gotten many 101. Steve and I were just talking about this on Sibling Showdown last night. As you can see, only 4%. Jamar Chase. I take Chase every time I have the 101. Don't have much 101 picks. So if you're fine with that, we could just go chalk, unless you want to get crazy.
No, let's go Chase. Under 8%. I'm in the same boat. Like I get no 101s.
Yeah, same. So, yeah, no, that's fun. A little fancy dog pound collab here, getting the 101. So yeah, Mr. Grapefruit says that is nice. Good to see you too, Gamblestein. Mike Reb says, what types of builds or players are you concentrating on now that we're down to the wire? Using Best Ball Overlay, I have realized that I just need more DAX stacks. That's another big stand of mine this year. Is I'm not, I think they're gonna have to lean on the passing game. I think it could be what it was a couple years ago, and heavy passing game. And I do not have enough DAX stacks, so that's a big one for me. Yeah, a lot of pushing those certain players or team exposures for sure. Typically I do lean into like the 3-5-7-3 and do, kind of have 2 running backs in the first 6 rounds as far as like structurally, but I'm trying to mix that up as well. As you could see, that slow bulldog I think was 114 or 113. So trying to mix that up certainly as well. How about you, Pat? Using Best Ball Overlay, are there any certain teams, players, combos that you're pushing with basically a month to go here?
Yeah, it's more so I'm trying to be cognizant of like which stacks I'm lower on, but do I want to be lower on those stacks? So as we sort of close out the season, you're trying to figure out like, okay, we have more information, and that's one of the big things I'm focused on right now is like, what information can we pull from training camp, right? What's looking like the most actionable news. So yeah, I'm good. Like my stacks, like my portfolio, I'm really happy with where it's at because I've had this on the whole time. So
right.
Like, oh, this is extremely low. Like I need to catch up here. I've been relatively balanced. A lot of my fades are on teams that are like, the Giants or like the Colts. So a lot of those stacks I think is interesting, where it's like you're still trying to guess who the quarterback of the Colts is. You're still trying to guess who Cleveland, which you might just not want them because they might be capped at 6 or 7 games.
Right.
So it's going to be an interesting year with like the Giants. Same thing, like which quarterback, which games are they going to be playing? We can almost make a guess certainly that Russ is starting,
right?
But how many games? Like we don't know. And
we have no idea.
Interesting year for that.
Yeah, no, I was taking a good bit of Daniel Jones. Now I'm obviously pumping the brakes on that.
Yeah.
So I'm just kind of waiting to see. I mean, I do think honestly, even if Richardson gets the starting nod, I'm not super confident he'll hold it all year. But that is the tough thing with like the Colts and the Giants, and there are some of those situations. So we are coming back up at the turn with Chase. What do you typically like to do? We can use the combo tool to see what I have done. So with Jamar Chase, wait, I'm trying to look at my combos of what's coming up. Let's see a lot.
So McBride. Okay, you might not have the CSV uploaded.
Wait a second.
Let's go. We can go McBride and T Higgins here, or if you want to go RB, you can go RB.
That works for me. We got McBride, Higgins doing a big old week 17. Sorry, I was like scrolled down. Of course, I did not have that.
We'll just have a better chance of getting Burrow back in the 70s. I've noticed if you let T Higgins go to 26, like Burrow's getting taken at 71, like 92% of the time there. So it makes it a little tougher. You're hoping they go like Jalen Hurts and they skip out on Burrow. But yeah, you Mag, if you go to the cogwheel and you upload your newest CSV, that will update the combo.
Okay, got it. Okay, and I just did a CSV update, so that should do it.
But
I'm doing that
Jacobs feels like a better click now with Marshawn Lloyd dealing with the groin, I believe, from a hit from a teammate, a little friendly fire there in practice. So, I mean, Jacobs is just going to be a workhorse again this season, it seems like.
Okay, so it's processing the because I just done the extract and I just done exposures update, so it's updating that so that that should do it for the next time around. So yeah, apologize. I thought I had those all set for this one, but we'll be able to see it for the next time around.
My favorite way to do is just get the email CSV from Underdog because it's instant. Email CSV, 1-click download from the email, and then 1-click upload, and it's very, very quick.
Right.
Ooh, 12 spot went Achane plus JT, pulled them up to 13 double taps receiver, which I think, you sort of have to do. You have to recover here. I don't mind bringing Jamo up.
Yeah, no, but definitely like mixing the combo for sure. Our guy Paul mixing the combo with Achane and JT, because that does not obviously happen very naturally, or isn't going to happen naturally. So with them both going mostly in the second round. So
yeah, JT's never coming back to 36 unless there's
no chance. Yeah,
injury.
Right. Absolutely. Let me make sure I did that right with the cog, or excuse me, updating the cog wheel.
Kyron at 40.
Yeah, because I did do sent myself the exposures.
Yeah, just click download and then go to the cog wheel and upload.
Okay, let me make sure. Let me refresh this. We're 5 picks away.
I'll walk you through a little IT on screen.
Boy, walking me through IT that's something else. Okay, yeah, we're good to go now. Once we come back over to this screen, I think it is all
Jalen Hurts.
Good. Yeah, looking at Jamar Chase, I have 40% DK Metcalf, and no, granted, I only have 5 teams, and so I'll bring it back over to show you.
I have the same
20. Okay, yeah, I had 20% Kittle, 20%.
Now you can select. Go to the top, Megan. You can select and just put this right to BBM only too. So click on all tournaments.
Oh yeah,
and you could set it just to BBM.
Oh, I don't even have
no Chase teams.
No, because I only have this is only like my 20th BBM.
So go ahead and do whatever you like.
So DK Metcalf, these are my guys.
Scroll down.
Yeah. This is sorted by ADP now.
Yeah, I'm good with the DK Metcalf click. I think he's just going to be a volume merchant. There's just really
So with our next pick by ADP, it's Sutton, Walker, Chuba, Devontae Smith. Don't think I have any Kenneth Walker, but it's again.
Let's go K-Walk. 0% with your Chase.
Yeah.
It feels good to get an RB here as well, and we're hopefully preparing to select Burrow on the way back around.
Right.
So knowing that one of those picks is going to be a QB, at least you have to plan that way that it's going to be a QB.
Right.
RB here feels pretty good to get an anchor.
So Higgins is one that, I take a good bit, and we already passed like the Marv, and that's the one that I noticed. Yeah. Whoa, I take a lot of Higgins and Marv, obviously,
and a lot of Travis Hunter.
But now you can see I take a lot of Travis Hunter. So that's why for people watching this is so key. And thank you for walking me through all that. Yeah, I like I said, I'm only doing the BBMs for honestly these streams. Honestly, that's how much I love the other tournaments. So that's why, but that's good. That's good to know though, as I'm doing, scrolling through those like higher dollar tournaments, I can just go through those as opposed to all tournaments too. Like I could go through, let me check out all my pit bulls. Let me check out, my 3 Dalmatians. Let me check out, that kind of stuff too. So no, this is very, very, very good to know. See, going through it with you live is helping me for when I'm in my slow.
You learn something new. If you go back to it too, you can set it so it follows, so the board follows your ranks, or you could set it so the board follows ADP. So right now you have
so I have
the queue. You have the queue on the left set to ADP. So on the combo tool, if you click the ADP column at the top, if you click that, it's going to follow. See how it just switched to Calvin Ridley at the top? It matches the other side. On the far left side, there's the number symbol.
And that's for your my ranks. Okay, got it.
Yeah, so now if you go to my rank, it'll match that.
Got it. Okay, so you could do rank or rank or ADP. Got it. Okay. See, learning as we go here, but this is awesome.
It's very intuitive. Josh he really made it so it looks like Underdog put it there. And you can't even tell it they didn't. That's the coolest part about it.
Right. No, and I love being able to scroll through all the players, obviously, because I think those first few players and seeing the combos of those first few players is so key. So yeah.
Are you doing any eliminator?
Some, not a ton, but some.
If you click on the cogwheel, Meg, click on the cog in the bottom left.
Right.
Go to schedule display. Click the plus sign on bottom below that one, which that's cool too. That's
schedule. Oh, this one
to the right of
So so that's right. Eliminator. You could switch
it to weeks 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yes, that is so key. I've seen Best Ball Guy and do it on his channel, so that is awesome. But I love that. Absolutely love
little
that.
Mini edges.
Every edge
you got to find them because people are catching up. The best ball world's getting a little sharper every year, a little faster at adjusting to news. So you got to find these small edges, and for $30 to be able to have this much information about how you draft on the go, it's a no-brainer. Let's go, Burrow. Come on.
Here we go. We're waiting for it. Just two more. Can we make it? Let's see. And like you said, we took the Higgins. We took come on. Just need to get through J-Pop and Broth 16.
Oh, God. The badge list. No. Block my eyes for this.
Here we go. We got it.
Let's go.
All right. I'll do the pro move here. Digs. And I love digs. I love May. I'm obsessed with May. So let's do the pro move here. Talk it through to give us a little more time. We're going to obviously take Burrow.
Who's our next pick going to be?
Who is our next pick going to be?
I hate Juwan Jennings.
I hate Juwan Jennings as well. So I'm sorted by ADP, not my rank right now. So 19 seconds, ADP, using the
scroll down a little bit.
Sure. Yes. So Jennings, Montgomery, Mixon. Well, obviously not him. Laporta,
probably
Reed.
Demont, Reed, Golden. One of those.
Okay, we're set. 3 seconds. Montgomery, Reed, Montgomery. We're gonna go with it.
Double RB. I'm cool with it. The Demont pick is not as exciting for me this year, but I think we can find some better. I think we can find some pretty good wide receiver value. Reed's getting the positive coach speak. You could say that, he might be in on more 2 wide receiver sets, which would be very big for him, but they bring in Golden. It's like, how long is it going to last? And is it, is he going to be splitting those 2 wide receiver sets? Like, that's sort of the concern, but Reed does seem like a little better pick in today's landscape. And I don't think I actually was up that much.
Just talking to Steve about that he's with the news with, getting in more of 2 wide receiver sets that I need to start making more Reed. And that goes for contests like the Husky and Chow Chow. And I need to just be more open to him because it was just not the comfortable click for me. There's too many other guys in that area. So I have to ask, I know you're big on Diggs this year. You've been big on him all season. How much May are you taking?
Really? He's my heaviest stacked. So when I go on the bestballoverlay.com and just check out my portfolio,
right?
When I go to see my top stacks, my single stacks, I have 34 drafts with Drake May and Diggs. Okay. My second most is Caleb and DJ Moore at 24, so 10 less. My double stacks, my heaviest is 16. It's Drake May, Diggs, Hunter Henry. After that, it's Baker Mayfield, Mike Evans, Kate Otten, which is interesting. So I have a lot and I have it correlated. I do like May. I like making the correlated bet on the offense too. They're going to have more designed runs for Drake May, which they had none for him last year. He made a ton of plays out of the pocket, running for his life.
Right.
So hopefully O-line projected to be a little better this season, and Diggs can be a wide receiver 1. This is not Diggs from 5 years ago. Everyone agrees that he's older. He's coming off the injury, but this is a team that has no wide receiver competition. He's the easiest smash for 1,000 yards in this range, 6 touchdowns, 70 catches that you can get. And yes, it doesn't come without risk. There's risk of injury. There's no doubt, but
sure,
there's a pretty good ceiling there, especially in the red zone too.
Okay, so I was curious as we're approaching 4 picks away. I was just curious, what are my Joe Burrow quarterbacks that I stack with? And as you can see, what based on ADP coming up, Baker, I do have 14%, Brock Purdy 7%, Drake May, but I have a ton of Drake May, so I'm not surprised by that. 21%, 21% Herbert. So nobody,
it's pretty well balanced.
Pretty well balanced. So that's good. I actually didn't know. And so I was like, let's look at this live and find out. Okay. So we're coming up at 96 with the 1, 2, 3, 1 ADP, Mooney, Pittman. And then we got the Baker, Kyler Murray. He just went Knicks, Trey Harris.
Very interesting. I was going to say, let's bring in one of these receivers. I would go Pittman here over Mooney.
Yeah.
Just
I
the
like that.
news about Mooney's kind of like they're going to let's see, like as the goals week 1. I don't know. I don't love that. And
Yes.
I'm
So we got Pittman, and where do
do
you
we
want to
have
go
any
here?
QB stacks here, or
We
we can
don't.
hit
It's
like
really
Shaheed?
just, it's just,
I think we hit Shaheed.
that works for me. So then that will be, we'll let that go 1, 2,
Keen,
5, 1 after
Keenan
this.
Allen talking with the Chargers.
I know I've been so big on Trey
is
Harris.
going to bump down Trey Harris for me under quite a few of these receivers, just until we find out what's going on.
I missed news tonight because I was working on a few things that there was nothing official yet. It's just the visiting, correct? So far,
yeah, just a visit. But
okay,
you really want to now if he falls because of that, if he falls 2 rounds, like okay, let's take that chance and say he doesn't join the team. But if we could just grab Trey Harris at ADP after we know Keenan Allen signs with another team, like it's probably worth just waiting. Just pausing for a moment at ADP because it would affect him. It's going to affect Keenan Allen too. It's not the best spot for Keenan Allen either. Like
no, I've been
he'll
taking a
probably
good
be fine
bit
based on
Allen.
ADP, but his ceilings, his ceiling's not as high as it could have been on a different
I
team.
was rooting for San Francisco. We wanted to stay in California to a playoff team.
Sick.
I was rooting for 49ers. I haven't touched Ayuk. I have way more Pearsall than Jennings. So with, the Jennings calf thing or whatever's going on, or contract or whatever's going on, I was rooting for San Francisco. So yeah, that'll definitely be interesting. Let me try to catch up with chat super quick. But Mike Robb says, what is something you learned this summer that you are going to take with you the rest of the draft season into next? Oh, that's a great question. Do you have an answer for this, Mike? Or Mike asked the hard-hitting questions, or do you have an answer for this?
What's something you've learned from the summer that you're going to take with you the rest of draft season and into
next? That's a good question.
Something that I've learned this summer, I don't know. There's a lot of like just confirming priors and just really trying to hit on like, oh, Superflex comes out, draft as much as you can that first 2 days. Okay, rookies and sophomores comes out, like draft as much as you can those first 2 days. It's really taking advantage of the edges that you are there.
Yes.
And just kind of like self-preparing for those. When this contest drops, I need to lock in and draft as many as possible to get as big of an edge as possible.
Yes.
Those ADPs change so fast.
Oh, I would absolutely agree. My biggest one the last 2 years has been contest selection, and I'm doing better with that. But as far as within that contest selection, I am on these time box tournaments, really trying to, grind the news and see any like scroll down options in those last round or two. And so that's been one of my bigger stands this season that I kind of did at the end of last season. I did that with Darnold, and I'd like to do it again. So we're up in 2 at 120 and 121. 1251.
Stevenson would have been nice there.
I mean, though, I know I have a ton of Drake May. Okay, he goes. Drake May falling all the way there. We can backstack him. But anyways, Burden, Kraft, Njoku, Spears, Loveland, Kirk. What do you like in here?
You could go Love, Kraft. I think we hit on RB though. Maybe Kraft and an RB.
Kraft works for me.
Kraft we could and Spears.
We could be done at tight end
at 2 there.
Yeah, absolutely. And so I need some more Spears. So are you interested in Spears?
I've been clicking a little bit of Spears lately. It's honestly, I think he's fancy Rashad White in a way that probably shouldn't be going in the 120s, probably closer to 140s, but it's around. He's worth mixing in for sure. And we need a third RB here.
We need a third RB.
I would have preferred. I think Stevenson's a little better click than Spears. I think he could have a little more of a red zone goal line role.
Stevenson May went right before us there at the turn. So
we have to catch up at RB though. We're gonna need some of these spike week pieces. So
absolutely. A lot of rookies I like later. I'm not sure where you're at there. So we have obviously the big Bengals stack. Rodgers is an option. Colts and New Orleans, not great options. Obviously we're well past Kyler got taken before we came up.
Love could come back around.
Love could come back around. That's why I just wanted to check that because I need more Love too. he's one he goes in an area where I have a lot of Herbert. I have a lot of obviously JJ McCarthy. So honestly having Kraft, I wouldn't mind that at all. Still 17 picks away.
Herbert's such an easy click. Herbert's such an easy click.
And especially even if you
want to back stack him, like you have Quinn Johnson, you might have Keenan Allen, you might have the tight end. Anything reading into Disley playing in the Hall of Fame game? And like, does this mean like anything more for Conklin?
Yeah, that is interesting. I mean, how did he just?
He scored a touchdown. So
he scored a touchdown. Yeah. No, I haven't touched. I've done maybe a share or two of Conklin, and I've done a couple shares of Gadsden in the time box tournament, trying to get like the low owned piece that I kind of talked about answering Mike's question. But yeah, no, I haven't done much there in the tight end. But yeah, this whole if Keenan Allen goes there, that's gonna be weird. Gebelstein, good to see you. He said missed the draft. 2 entered, but he's in the 2 hole in the next one. He got Bijan Bucky Jacobs. Oh my, that is a hell of a start. Absolutely. This Paul, who's in with us, this is BBM116. Definitely he's mixing things up here. 116.
Cool.
Yes, we are going to be doing a Discord soon too, but we are also in Pat's Fantasy Dog Pound Discord, have our own channel there. We'll be doing our own as well, just to like tied to our Substack. But no, absolutely. But yeah, Pat's Discord Fantasy Dog Pound is absolutely awesome. Trying to push us to the 90s with Burrow. No, I'm happily taking him there with him falling.
Sick. Yeah. Good try.
I honestly take him a good bit because I want a ton of Burrow combos. How much Burrow do you have? Are you only pushing him late, or on like more like those time box contests? Are you fine taking him early because it's not the whole ADP value as much?
Pretty lucky with getting him to come back to me. The thing is, I'm more willing to take T Higgins at 25, 26, and then I'm pushing Burrow, but I'm scooping Burrow when he comes back around. So I will have more Burrow T Higgs than I do Burrow Chase, but I'm at 7.3%. I would like to get that to 8. But yeah, it's getting pretty shaky. I think a lot of people are doing that, and it's suffering.
Right.
It's hurting their exposure to Burrow.
Yeah. So that's why I've kind of said, I'll take him with Higgins. I'll take him with if he comes back around. So we're on the clock. I was just seeing if any quarterback stacks lined up. Obviously, Love is gone. Top of ADP is Najee, Penix, Rashad White, Pitts, Tillman. Tillman's one I don't mind. I obviously like Rashad White too. 8 seconds. What are you thinking?
Yeah, let's bring in White here.
Okay, I like that.
Who's here for? Do we have like Cedric Tillman avail?
Yes, Cedric Tillman is there.
Cedric Tillman's an easy one.
Yeah.
Or if you wanted to go Najee at this price of 145, you could go
your
Najee
choice. 9 seconds. I'm fine with either Tillman or Harris.
Let's go Tillman. He could just be a freaking. We also have the Pittsburgh week 17 for Tillman.
Yes.
So if we're gonna go Rodgers with DK, it's a nice little bring back there.
Yes. So yeah, potential. I mean, you can always backstack, potentially Bryce Young or Cam Ward. And then obviously we already have a stack with Rodgers. So just to keep an eye
or A-Rich for Pittman.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. I don't take it much, but this can be how I get some exposure there since I was a Danny Dimes girl there. So, and especially if it was like Burrow, Rodgers, Richardson, you have multiple outs there. It's not, so anyway, so we're at 1,462. I definitely think we could be done at tight end, looking at obviously McBride, Kraft. So what do you think this lineup, before we go back to the board, looks like to you? Like, do you think it's like a 3-6-7-2, or what are you thinking?
We'll definitely stop on 2 tight ends.
Yeah, so we got Burrow, Walker, Monty, Spears, White. We went Chase, Higgins, DK Metcalf, Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, Tillman. So I think we'd be fine with 7, but what are your thoughts?
Yeah, it's an interesting one. I wouldn't mind 3 QBs, 6 RBs sounds good. It's going to be a difference of, do you want to go 2-6-8-2 or do you want to go 3-6-7-2? It's going to be interesting. I like the A-Rich, maybe backstacking a little double stack with AD Mitchell too. Had a couple nice 30+ yard catches today, 0 drops. This is just a report coming from one of the indie accounts.
Okay.
Best separator on the team. And that's been that's been
I
referenced
take a ton of Alec
times.
Pierce, so I need to kind of hedge and take some
Alec
maybe
Pierce,
initial lays.
There's a lot of they're all getting their shine. So
yeah. Gamblestein, I know.
Really
so
good coach speak.
Pat here is a Patriots fan as well. He said Gamblestein is a Pats fan as well. How are you feeling about your Pats this year? You feeling good?
Work in progress. Like Diggs is definitely a desperation play for them. Like it's not going to be not making a Super Bowl run with Stephon Diggs, but for fantasy purposes, in the range he goes, feel pretty good about it, especially just with their wide receiver room being so bad.
Right. No, I mean, they got a win total of what, 9.5 wins or something like that. So, I mean, they do have an easy schedule. I think it's going to be fun. Good to see you, Best Ball on call, and good to see our guy Hames in here. As well.
He's been reported. Pittman's been reported the number one target for both QBs. So everyone's getting their shine. Everyone's getting, so it's really hard to sift through what's actionable because everyone's getting, all receivers can't play at the same time. So
right.
I think finding a mix.
So we are coming back up here. I don't know how you feel about this, but top of ADP is there.
Jerome Ford, there's a smash for me.
Yeah, he just goes. So we're up in one.
Who's there for RBs?
So yeah, RBs and receivers is Demario Douglas, Besh, Roshan, Wandell, Pierce, who we talked about. What do you?
I think we bring in Rico. I think Rico is like about 20 picks too cheap. I think Rico's a smash there. And then
did you want one of the quarterbacks
what's Rogers ADP?
His current ADP is 188, but I see him go here all the time. So it's what do you think? Do you think we take one here and then see if Richardson falls back?
Let's go like Alec Pierce. Is Alec Pierce here?
He is, yes.
Let's go Alec Pierce.
Got it. Okay. So we got Alec Pierce. And so 157.2. So maybe we see what comes back to the quarterback situation. And then it's really then deciding, do we tack on another receiver? See what we comes back. Hopefully one of these comes back. There's still Stafford, Darnold, Richardson, Rodgers, and then Russ as far as beginning of the year.
We'll push the dusty QBs. We'll see if anyone wants them. The thing with Rodgers is if you don't have DK, what are you trying to do with him? Right?
So I personally do a lot, and Steve and I got one of each last night. Steve and I are a little more bullish on the tight end situation than I think most are. We are, thinking that there is a way. Steve's gone over it a gajillion times on these shows, but that with the Falcons in Arthur Smith offense, that both Jonnu and Pitts still were top 15 to 17 tight ends, something in that area, basically for their given prices, that they could still get there. That they're, if Jonnu fell to 185 to us yesterday, Freiermuth sometimes goes undrafted 18th round. So we got one A-Rod in the 170s, Jonnu at 185. And then we got one Rodgers and then Freiermuth in the last round. So we are doing that too, because outside of Metcalf, it's, it probably could, filter through the tight ends a lot as far as targets on the team.
So it could. I could see Jonnu getting some of those cheap dump off plays. They've already reported seeing that a lot. I also saw another play. It's Pat Fry's wide open, but Rodgers just checks down to DK and Pat Fry threw his hands up pissed.
Oh, so that was on Pat McAfee. They're friends with Freiermuth. They called him live and they were like, "What's going on? Are you pouting?" And they did the big Yinzer accent. And they were like, "Are you pouting?" He's like, "I'm not pouting. I was mad at myself." And it's a funny thing actually to go back to watch the clip. But he claims he wasn't showing up as quarterback, that he ran the wrong route and he was mad at himself. So TBD. But that was the reports from Pat McAfee.
It won't surprise me too much if the second and third favorite target were both tight ends. after DK. So we'll
Yeah,
see how Roman Wilson's been getting some positive.
Yeah, and I was so heavy on
news
him
out of
last
camp,
year,
but
so I'm kind of running it back some last year. Chad Candles loves our Pierce pick, who Haynes took an unstacked at 216 yesterday, an unstacked Rodgers. Yes, and Steve talked about the tight end situation in Falcons. They had the worst quarterback situation with Desmond Ridder and Taylor Heineke, only threw for like 17 touchdowns or something insane that year. And so, that is interesting. Like, what could these two tight ends do if Rodgers is close to his touchdowns? Last year he had about 28. Okay, so we are here.
They're gonna run the ball quite a bit too.
Oh, for sure.
Quite a bit.
So obviously Richardson went. Daniel Jones is still there. We'll see if Rodgers makes it back to us. He does. Do you want to go ahead and take Rodgers here?
Yeah, I would almost double click Rodgers and Daniel Jones here.
I was thinking the exact same.
You're guaranteed games out of Daniel Jones this year. That's a lock.
That's why even if Richardson wins the job, I am so bullish on Daniel.
It's a lock take.
Yeah, exactly. So we're in lockstep.
Bro had questions about his shoulder like 3 weeks ago. Yeah. So it's interesting. Plus, yes, he will have another opportunity, guaranteed. Do we think he improved that much? And maybe something clicked. Something clicked.
Right.
But if I had to guess, you're going to see both these QBs this year. We have a double stack. Let's lean in.
Right. So who are some of your favorite late running back clicks? So I'm looking at running back room. Let me bring this back over. So we have Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Tajee Spears, Rashad White, Rico Dow. So I think this team needs a sixth running back. What do you think? Because our receivers, again, Chase, Higgins, Metcalf, Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, Tillman, Pierce.
We're good We're good.
So I feel like all of our quarterbacks are stacked or double stacked. These are my favorite rookie running backs: Brashard Smith, Taj Brooks, obviously, Jarquez Hunter, Ja'Cory Krosky, Merrick, getting a ton of steam, and I've only taken one share of them. Who are your running back clicks late? And I'm honestly shocked. Usually these rookies are gone by now. There's been a major steam on a lot of them.
Yeah. Giddens is at the top of my list. It just seems like
he just went. I meant to click him, and he just went. And I'm trying to take more of him too.
Just the amount of upside there is there if there were an injury to Taylor, but he can even work out a role like a Zach Moss like role that they were involving Zach Moss a decent bit.
Obviously Taj Brooks, thanks to Best Ball Overlay, correlates to our Burrow stack.
Yeah,
but
and we'll see. Since he's going to need some help at RB, so they might not be done with RB.
Right.
So just something to keep an eye on if they bring in another player, but he correlates. I think it'd be worth it.
Yeah, no, he definitely, obviously, help from Best Ball Overlay. He definitely correlates, and I like that. I do a 14% Taj, 10%, or excuse me, 11% Brashad Smith, 5%. Jarquez Hunter. Is Giddens the one that you have the most of as far as like rookie running back upside?
Yeah, for sure. In the later rounds, Jarquez is up there too, though. Jarquez, freaking Marshawn Lloyd may as well be a rookie after not playing last year. I have a ton of Marshawn Lloyd, so I was kind of sad after he suffered that injury.
Right. Yeah, and Giddens went in round 17. Ja'Cory Krosky Merritt went in round 17, and then Brashard Smith just went. I was going to say other running backs available are Keon Mitchell, Devin Neal. I don't know if there's been much talk on. I know early Steve and I were kind of taking swings at Kyle Monangai. So last pick, unfortunately, Taj Brooks goes. Did you want Hunter? We do have a couple other week 8 buys. Mitchell or Devin Neal? What are you liking?
It's Jarquez or Keaton Mitchell. I would almost say
choice.
Mitchell.
Yeah, that works because we do have 2 week 8 buys. So
if you just think through the process of if the starter goes down on either team, right? If Kyron goes down, how much does Jarquez's role increase? Kyron's obviously younger than DK or than Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry doesn't miss time historically, but he is older.
Right.
If Derrick Henry goes down and Kyron goes down, who would be the bigger benefactor, Keaton Mitchell or Jarquez Hunter? Right. And I think Keaton Mitchell takes over first and second down. He takes over goal line work. That's massive in Baltimore. Right. Or when you think about LA, the Rams, they have like a direct replacement in Blake Corum for Kyron. So Jarquez, yes, his value will go up and go up quite a bit. But I still don't think would be equal to that of Keaton Mitchell. He's worth mixing in. I've
definitely
a good amount too,
started mixing in Mitchell for sure. So I just labeled our team. Let's look at it one quick time here. And of course, Paul's team super quick. So we ended 3-6-7-2. Burrow, Rodgers, Daniel Jones, all stacked or double stacked. Kenneth Walker, David Montgomery, Tajee Spears, Rashad White, Rico Dow, Keaton Mitchell, Jamar Chase, Higgins, double stack, DK Metcalf, Michael Pittman, Rashid Shaheed, Cedric Tillman, Alec Pierce, Trey McBride, and Tucker Kraft. So no, I think this came together nicely. Of course, you can see a lot of correlation with Best Ball Overlay. What are you thinking about our team here, Pat?
Yeah, nice little double stack bring back with McBride. We get Burrow at 72 on the double stack, and Cincy, you love to have at least one of those in the portfolio. So I'm glad it was with me.
Yes, absolutely.
Daniel Jones double stack.
Yeah.
No one knows who's playing the playoff weeks on this freaking team.
Nobody knows. If you say you do, you don't know. We don't know.
You don't. No one knows. McBride Kraft is quite a strong combo. We need stuff to go right in our RB room, but I think we have enough touches there to at least get by, and we're pretty elite at receiver, tight end, and QB. Yeah, I think it's enough to hold us afloat. I think 72 sweet.
Yes, absolutely. No, that was a fun one to draft together. Let me take a quick look at our guy Paul's team. 2583, saying he's winding down his BBMs here, mixing up his combos. Purdy, Goff, that's a fun room with HN, Jonathan Taylor, double anchor like that with Pollard, Aaron Jones, and Sampson, Mike Evans, Jamison Williams, Jerry Jeudy, Ricky Pearsall. Obviously, he's got his quarterback stacked up. Hollywood Brown, Adam Thielen, Pat Bryant, Tutu Atwell, Zach Ertz. Doing one of my specials. I love a little late round tight end build. Zach Ertz, Mason Taylor, Jatavion Sanders. I like that a lot.
Like it.
So that's a fun team. Late round tight end lets you kind of get some sweet stacks, a nice strong RB room, and it's still a very strong receiver room. So I like your team a lot, Paul. And thank you very much for drafting with us. Pat, is there anything on Best Ball Overlay using my portfolio that you want to show the people? I know I have some questions for you. I'm willing to do a quick little. I'm willing to pull back the curtain here. Everybody knows I have a crap load of Cam Scattaboo. There's no secrets. There's no secrets there. I had just uploaded my most recent. So
right there, top exposures. Go to the top.
Okay.
Right there, top exposures. Now on the right corner, go to the right corner of that. Yeah,
right
click
here.
That.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, so this is where I was just going to ask, can you walk me through where I see my singles, doubles, triples? Yeah. And here we go. We are seeing
a Drake May Diggs fan, I see.
Exactly. I told you I'm a Drake May Diggs girl, and this just peeks. We're peeling back the curtain, folks. Drake May Diggs, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Hunter, Aaron Rodgers, Pat Freiermuth. I admitted it. Drake May, Hunter, and Bryce Young.
You could also scroll down. You could scroll on this page too if you want.
Yeah, that's why I said I really want Trey Harris to be okay. Justin Herbert, Trey Harris,
I hear that.
Baker, Mike Evans, Aaron Rodgers, DK, Burrow, Higgins, Purdy.
Let's go to doubles.
Yeah, let's go to doubles.
We're ready.
This is
We're
fun.
Ready.
Now that
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not surprised that Drake May is the top on both. Dak. Okay, I said I wanted more Dak stacks, but I do have 5 Dak double stacks of Dak.
The
Lamb,
Bryce Young back stack here.
Yeah, I'm a Bryce Young back stacker. And then I do have the Dak Pickens Ferguson too.
Hell yeah. I love
this is fun. This is why you're walking through tech and not the biggest tech girl either. So kudos
There's
to
a lot
you.
on the website
Kudos
that's like hidden.
but no, that's what's fun is I can ask questions and you can show the people, and I'm having fun looking at this live too. So I do like Michael Penix. I do need more, Penix double stacks. I only have 3 of Penix, Mooney, London, and 3 of. I've done this. I thought I did more of this, and this is just highlights. Yeah. I guess maybe I did it. No, I wouldn't have known in pre-draft. Never mind. I thought I had done more. I was like, I thought I'd done at the turn a lot of the Travis Hunter, BTJ, Travis Hunter, Lawrence, but 3 double stacks. I knew I had some Purdy, McCaffrey, Kittle, so 3 of those. So, this is so fun. Let's see what triples I have.
Oh yeah.
Okay, did you want me to check out something else?
No, cool. That's cool. Yeah. So you
okay,
got,
so I
you
do
got
have
the
3.
Dallas
I just
triple,
talked to Steve and I got one yesterday. That's my whole thing is I'm trying to get more Dallas passing game. Got one yesterday. Looking for more. So I do have 3 Dallas triples.
I hear that.
Just 2 of Burrow, what we were shooting for. Oh no, this is Burrow, Taj Brooks, Chase,
With Chase.
Gesicki. Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's fun though. And then 2 of Purdy, McCaffrey, Pearsall, Kittle. That's one of my favorite stacks. Quarterback, running back, receiver, tight end when it's a running back like McCaffrey. So that's super fun.
Those are the guys right now that are active. So
yeah, exactly. Okay. Good. What else should we peel back here? Pat?
Go to playoff stacks. Go to week 17.
All right. I can bring this up right like this and go to week 17. So stick with Maine, right? Okay,
yeah,
so I think it's
smoking the Carolina, Seattle.
I think it's because I take so many Bryce Young stacks, and I love Kenneth Walker, who I was we got there on our last team. And then next is Lawrence, the Indy Jacksonville.
Yeah. Click the X on this page, and just pull up the just see that one Indy Jacksonville, and then scroll over. I just want to see the percents.
Oh, okay. How do I?
You're almost at like 12% Carolina, Seattle, which is interesting.
Oh yeah.
So would this make you want to target more of like when you see this? Do you want to now make an imprint on like, okay, maybe I'm missing some of like the Lions, Vikings, or Cowboys, Commanders, and you can now click on mini and see if you're hitting it in a different way. So a lot of the minis are matching
pretty similar, to the main, I'm surprised
Arizona,
we don't.
Yeah, so Atlanta Rams is up there.
Which that's a popular one. Games. Yeah, that's I would say Vikings, Lions, and Cowboys, Washington would be the 2 that I would like more of. Because let me see, where am I? Yeah, Washington's down. It's like
so it's right outside.
It's right outside. They're both kind of right outside, but it does. It does make me, want a little more of those.
And I saw Buffalo, Philly at the bottom too. And there's a really nice way to get that AJ Brown, then Josh Allen in the second and third round to get that up as well. So that's like some of the stuff I'm like, okay, what are the games I like? Yeah. And how can I force my way into those combos as long as the players make sense? Right. The players have to make sense. And like, it just gives you an overview of what could I be missing, and then does it make sense? Which, like, I've been mixing in more of those AJ Brown, Josh Allen teams, because like that's a combo I actually like a lot.
So this doesn't surprise me that I'm naturally in week 16 getting to Baltimore, New England, Carolina, Tampa Bay, Detroit, Pittsburgh, because I do take a lot of
Dallas
Pittsburgh,
Chargers,
and then Dallas Chargers. Games. So no, these are some fun week 16 because I did really pay attention to week 16 last year too, and no, these are definitely Indy, San Francisco. I like that.
And look at the percents. You're stacking actually a lot more for these week 16. Oh, these are minis. These are the
minis, but Maine 13%
go down a little bit always.
Yeah.
Just because it's harder to get the QB stacks.
Right.
But if you scroll down now and you go to teams,
okay,
go to teams. Now you can filter by player. So you could type in May.
Okay. So this is where, and this is where I can search. Okay.
Now type in Diggs.
Okay.
Right. So now you can pull up all your May Diggs teams.
Okay. These are all my
your big board exposure. You can pull up how many times did I luck into Trevor Lawrence and Travis Hunter? You can find those teams, which is fun to do too.
Okay. I knew how to do this, and I was trying to do it over play. I mean, again, I'm such a tech dummy. So it's so fun to walk through with you. And I just had to go to the second tab over to teams and then go to the players. Okay. Now how much have I mixed in Scatterboo with these guys? Okay. Yeah, I've done it 9 times.
Quite a bit.
I mean, one was Badge Bros, but cool. Pipple.
So get rid of all 3 players.
Yeah.
And let's see your highest closing line value team.
Okay. So sort by CLV plus 84.
Plus 84 and a BBMer. 5.925. And you got 2 week 15 stacks, a week 16 and 17. So all
Mark, Caleb, Cam Ward, Henry, Chase Brown, Scatterboo, Spears, Ford.
Wow, nice on Ford.
Puka, Ridley, Dunze, Mooney, Bateman, QJ, Coker, Wicks,
QJ 162.
Yeah.
Scroll down so we could see week 17. Click on Green Bay, Baltimore.
Right here. Okay.
Yeah. And now scroll up and I'll just show you like a quick visual of like where that stack is.
Oh, I see. I get it. Okay. Oh, I'm learning a lot. Okay. This is awesome.
It's very intuitive. There's a lot.
No, there's a lot that you can dig in on here. A lot. No, this is really fun. And I like that it's sorted by tournament too, because again, I'm not doing as many of the BBM. I'm doing a lot of these, honestly. Well, let me go back to that. Because I know I take Cam Scatterboo and a lot of, or Drake 40. May and a lot of my just a cool 40 of these contests, non-BBM too, like you know, with the Pitbull, the Hound Dog, the Greyhound. I knew this was the Greyhound, not good CLV, but it is a team I like a lot. Drake May, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence, Bijan, Kenneth Walker, Caleb Johnson's, Cam Scatterboo, Eckler, Higgins, Marv. I told you I have a lot of that combo. Travis Hunter,
and losing 20 picks on Roman Wilson Tolbert's nothing. It's that could be zeroed out. We're gonna find a way to weigh it for next season.
Oh, for the late
we're working with someone to so that should be calculated differently. 17 spots in the last 2 rounds doesn't mean as much as like 5 spots in the first 3 rounds, right?
Right. So, and so we'll I remember tweeting this team and saying, I just went and got my guys, basically. And looking at it, it is just guys that I have a lot of, like May, Herbert, Kenneth Walker, Caleb Johnson, Cam Scatterboo, Higgins, Travis Hunter, Stephon Diggs, Mike Gesicki. It's just my guys. And so, I that's why I loved it, like being able to sort by players here and being like, okay, when did I get these combos? In what tournaments did I get?
For sure. And I can see like even just the position by round, I can sort of see how you draft. Just as like a general, like you like to hit, scroll up and I could see like, all right, you love to hit QB in round 10 and 11, that like sweet spot of QBs. And you kind of get a little snapshot of how you are as a drafter. I'm actually surprised the last round, you're very heavy wide receiver in the last round.
I wouldn't have guessed that. I would have guessed it was higher tight end. And I guess I probably do a lot of those, like, because again, we talked about the time box and a low owned. So sometimes I've done like a Cam Ward and I'll take Restrepo in the last round, or Roman Wilson in the last round with Aaron Rodgers, or MVS in the last round with Sam Darnold, stuff like that. I wonder if that's bumping up because this is all the tournaments and so many of those are the time box, because that actually does surprise me too, Pat.
And maybe even more interesting is how heavy you are at RB in the first round. That's very interesting to me. Is that
they got a big stand on CMC. I take CMC a lot when I do get that, like, well, obviously I did early when he was later. And then now I still do a lot in that like 6 through 9 range. So I'm not afraid to take him at 6, but if he falls to like 8 or 9 or 10, I'm taking him too. So big there. And that's why I have a big stand on McCaffrey, but also, like when I'm early, I was taking, Bijan over Jefferson and stuff like that. That's why I'm trying to catch up on Jefferson now that he's fallen a spot or two, a couple spots. So that doesn't totally surprise me, because, when I do get like the not first pick and don't take Chase, it usually is Bijan or, it was usually Bijan or Barkley second or third, and then a lot of McCaffrey in the middle. So I'm not totally shocked by that. Yeah, but it is very interesting.
Yeah. I love that you're like the round 10 and 11, such a good spot to slam the QBs there too.
And I've made
that tells a lot about your strategy as well, which is interesting.
Whole article on the Fanspeak Substack that I wrote in, I think May, or maybe late May, that I want to hit 3 quarterbacks in the window, 2 to 3, 2 minimum, but I'm fine doing even 3, 2 to 3 quarterbacks in that rounds 8 through 14. Because I wrote it out, I want to say 25 starting quarterbacks that don't have really any bench risk, because then obviously the ones going super late do have a lot of bench risk. And then the ones, and I am making a conscious effort. I am trying to get 10% of the first 4 and be overweight on Burrow. And so far I'm successful. I think I'm 14% Burrow. And I'm right. Hurts is the one I need to push up. I'm only like 6%, but I am between 8 to 12%.
He's easy to catch up on, though.
Yeah. So I need to catch up on Hurts.
You could reach up 6 to 8 picks, and it's either going to work there or it wasn't going to work 6 or 8 picks later anyway. So he's very easy to catch up on.
Yeah. So I'm going to catch up on him, be around 10 8 to 12% on all the elite QBs. And then, this does summarize my biggest stand this year is I just want to hammer those quarterbacks, which speaks to Drake May in that, 9-10 area. So Purdy, May, Dak, Herbert, so this really does showcase it. I'm putting my money where my mouth is.
I love it. You have to.
This is awesome, Pat. I love seeing this and talking this through. I asked you before we jumped live. I said, "Do you mind walking me through a couple things?" Because I'm not super tech savvy. But it actually, I was like, "Why not just show?"
Click around. It's interactive. It's like every button does something. So
right.
If you go to players, go to players. I'm sorry. Go to ADP rankings on the left side.
Yes, right up here. Okay.
Cam scat.
Where do I go to camps?
On the right side, there's a search players.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Right here.
Bar.
Yeah. Okay.
So you can see, and this page is actually completely free. If you guys just make
an account,
sign up with an email, it's free.
Yeah.
There's no, you don't take a credit card. Like you can get this ADP page for free, which is insane.
This is awesome.
You can scroll down. You can start to see like the snapshot.
Lowest, highest movement. Yeah. Oh, wow. This is awesome.
Every day we have their CSV being uploaded onto the website. So you can see their movement across the tournament.
Wow. That's amazing. This is really cool. No, I love this. Yeah.
You can add another player. Go to add player and you can add Tracy on there, which is always fun to do.
Oh, the rooms. Yeah. Okay. Oh, so it shows the comparison. That's great.
They're just right next to each other now.
Yeah.
Cam's guys making the comeback.
Yeah. After today, hopefully, please, fantasy gods, let him be okay. After today, we'll see if Tracy rises and he falls. But like you said, this is totally free for people to log on and check this out. This is great. Yeah. No, this has been super fun and enlightening and helpful, and going to help me with, again, what I did last August is just focus on my combinations. And that's what I attributed to some success in the Bulldogs. So this has been great, Pat. I labeled our team already. I feel good about it. We showed people the best ball overlay. I apologize if I missed some folks in chat, but Best Ball on Call says BBO is worth every penny. Absolutely. We absolutely agree. Use code Fanspeak, of course, for 25% off. But Cooler says I'm far more interested in seeing combos of 3 to 5 players than single stacks. So I guess, looking at those player combos is absolutely so cool. So we appreciate everybody joining us here in chat. Pat, can Pat figure out what Meg's ADP would be if what Scatabo's ADP would be if Meg wasn't drafting? Maybe bump down a little bit.
A little bit.
Pat, final thoughts for the people.
No, it's awesome, guys. Subscribe, hit the sub. They're 250 away from 1K. It's a big milestone. They've been working hard, and the proof's in the pudding. I think this crew won more money than the bigger influencers on the website. So,
thank you.
Proof's in the pudding. Give a follow, hit the like, do all the things. And I appreciate you having me on.
Oh, well, I appreciate it too. Learned a lot, had a lot of fun drafting with you, Pat. And of course, if for some reason you're not following Pat on Twitter, on YouTube, links are in the description to subscribe to, obviously, Fantasy Dog Pound, the Discord, his Twitter, all of that is in the description. This has been a ton of fun. Pat will be going live tomorrow night, he said, at 9 Eastern, you said, Pat?
9 Eastern, hell yeah.
9 Eastern. Okay, perfect. Well, I'm sure I'll jump in chat then too, but thank you guys for Pat. I'm Meg, and we will see you next time.